A shocking brawl at a Georgia high school football game Friday night has left one head coach with several crushed bones in his face.
Warren County High School coach David Daniels is out of the hospital tonight, but a criminal investigation has just begun into the attack that involved dozens of high school students. And Fox 5's Chris Shaw joins us now live with more on our top story tonight. Chris?
Well, Russ, this is the Warren County School Board of Education building behind me. This is where the superintendent of schools works, and she is livid right now over the brutal beating of her high school football coach. The Warren County football team will be wrapping up their practice without their coach in just a couple of minutes. It was this team on Friday night that beat rival Hancock County 21-2 on Hancock County's home field during their homecoming. Immediately after the game, these players went to their bus to go home, but witnesses tell me they crossed paths with about 30 players from the other team. A fight broke out, according to investigators, and Warren County coach David Daniels was severely beaten by the Hancock County players. It was so bad, he was rushed to the ER and had to undergo emergency facial reconstruction surgery on Saturday. Today, a witness told me Coach Daniels was attacked because he tried to help one of his players.
The Hancock crowd had him on the ground, just beating him and kicking him and everything, and the coach went over to get them off of him, and they attacked him and beat him with their helmets.
These are teenagers being a coach.
Right. And this is not a young coach. I mean, this man, I guess he's in his mid-50s, but he's going to have problems now for the rest of his life. Something needs to be done about this.
So I went to the Hancock County Sheriff today and asked him what would happen. He says he has opened a criminal investigation into the fight. He says teenagers from both teams were involved. He says he had several deputies at the school doing security work that night, and they were witnesses to the fight. But he says they wanted to restore the peace. That was their first priority, so they made no arrests that night. Now, Coach Daniels is out of the hospital tonight, though I am told he will need several more surgeries on his face. The superintendent at this school is so outraged, she is calling for the GBI to handle this investigation, though I'm told that will likely not happen. As for the other school, no one from the Hancock County District returned any of my phone calls today. Reporting live in Warrenton, Chris Shaw, Fox 5 News.
It sounds like it might be a complicated process identifying the players who were involved, but then, of course, there's always videotape at these games.
Yes, well, we don't know that there's videotape, actually, Russ. We haven't spoken to anyone that can say for sure that there was videotape, but one of the reasons the GBI is not getting involved is because the Hancock County Sheriff deputies, they know these kids, they know them, they've worked with them through the years, they know them well. They were able to pick out who was involved and who was not involved in this fight.
Fair enough. Thanks very much, Chris.